Hey, this is Suburban Chick 03, and for my first video, I'm gonna talk about being heightly challenged, or okay, I'm just gonna say it short. And I'm not talking about like 5'4" short, I'm talking about like 4'11" short, because that's how tall I am. I'm 4'11, and I'm 16, I'm probably not gonna grow anymore. My dad's 5'4", and my mom is 5'1.5". So technically or genetically wise, I should be around 5'2", but because my grandma, she was 4'11", so that makes me 4'11", I guess. So it pretty much sucks. Like, I'll probably accept it as I get older, but right now I hate being short. Like, I don't want to be 5'7", but I really want to be like 5'3". 5'3" is like the perfect height for me. Like, I like being short, but I don't like being like really short. Like, at my school, people, well, you guys know Jersey Shore, right? It's like the most popular reality show in America right now. And people at my school call me Snooki, even though I'm black and Snooki's like Colombian. But they're like, oh, you're just the black version of Snooki. And I'm like, okay, well, I've seen the show. I watch the show like every time it's on. And as far as I can tell, Snooki is pretty much a slut. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat her or anything, but she's a whore, and people are basically calling me Snooki just because I'm short. I don't act the way she acts, so it's kind of offensive. Like, even my mom, she doesn't watch the show, but like she was on the internet or something, and then she heard about this person, Snooki, and how she was 4'9", and she's like, oh, this person's short just like you. You're like Snooki, and then she like calls me Snooki now, like lovingly. She's like, oh, you're my little Snooki. I'm like, you obviously don't know how the show is or what she does, because you would not be calling me that, because my mom is not into that type of stuff. But it just sucks. Like, I wasn't even the tall kid like when we were younger, because you know how sometimes when you're younger and everyone sees you as tall, but then eventually everyone hits their growth spurt and then you end up being the short one. That never happened to me. I was always the short one, never was the tall one, ever. Always short, like since I was born, pretty much. So, kind of sucks. People always mistake me for being like 3 to 5 years younger than I really am. Probably because of my like baby face, like I just look young in my face, and because of my height. So if I were taller, I guess I could pass as being almost 17. I'm 16 right now. My birthday's in November. But yeah, I do not look 16 in real life at all, and it kind of sucks. I think people still, yeah, when I go to restaurants, I still get the kids, I get the little kids menus. My friends are like beyond that point, like they get the adult menus. Even when I go out with my friends to restaurants, I still get the kids menus. Like, come on. One time I was out with my friend, and this lady, she like came up to us and she was like, oh, so that's so great how you like treat the people you're babysitting like friends. So she like assumed that she was babysitting me. Like, she didn't even think that I was old enough to like just be hanging out with her just because we were friends. She like thought I was a kid my friend was babysitting, and it was just so awkward. Ugh, I I don't even get offended by it anymore. It's just like something that sucks and it just happens to me pretty much on a daily basis. I guess it could be worse. I could be 4'9". I'm not saying that being short's bad. It's just like it's not for me, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. And I guess I'm just still like trying to accept it. I'll eventually accept it probably, but as of right now, I just hate it so much, and it's just kind of annoying. Like how people don't take you as seriously since you're short, and it just pretty much sucks. I'm not taller than mom. I'm probably just gonna be shorter than both my parents. And then when I get old, you know how old people like shrink? I'm gonna be so short when I'm old. And then this one time I was in class, this girl I like kind of knew. I've been talking to her like for about a year or whatever. Like we were in class and she was like, "How tall are you?" And I was like, 4'11". And she's like, "So you're a midget?" And she legitly asked that, like, she wasn't trying to offend me. She's kind of spacey, and she doesn't realize things she says offend people. But she was just like, so, you're a midget. And I was like, I don't know, I don't think so. I think the legal height for a midget is 4'9", but I don't know. And she's like, oh, so you're practically a midget. And I was like, okay, I guess, yeah, if you want to think of me that way, sure, go ahead. And she was like, I totally know where you're coming from. And I was like, what the hell? And she's like, no, I'm kidding, I'm 5'7", I don't get it. And I was like, thanks for rubbing it in my face. It just pissed me off, I don't know. And then, like, this other girl, she was like 5'0", and she was like, oh, you make me feel so tall. And she was treating me like I was like 10 inches shorter than her. And she was like, how tall are you, like 4 feet? And she's only freaking 5'0". So that's only like an inch taller than me, so like, I don't even know. It was just really annoying. I hate being short. I'll eventually accept it, but right now, I do not like it. Yeah, it's pretty much my rant on being short. Okay, bye.